Hey there, everybody. Hey, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. It's Haja Scott. Happy Saturday, y'all. It's beautiful out here. It's cold, but it's beautiful. Happy Saturday. I just wanted to check in on everybody and see how y'all doing real quick. And I had something that I wanted to share that God was sharing with me, and some things that I was going through, and I know a couple of others around me. So I wanted to share with you some thoughts about rest. Matter of fact, let me just ask you, what's on your plan for today? What's on your agenda? I didn't hear rest. I didn't hear rest in there. So because you did not say rest, you probably didn't say rest. I am going to share with you a little bit about rest. Y'all, it's already the end of the year. It's coming up on the end of the year. Also, just the holiday seasons. It's the weekend. It's Saturday. We have got to find a way to put rest in our schedule. We've got to find a way to rest our minds, rest our bodies, give ourselves time to recuperate, give ourselves some downtime to come back fresh, you know? And so this is a good time. This is a good time of the year to strategize for next year. So sit down, and now when you rest, you can actually have a better, your thoughts can flow. You think a little clearer. You can see things a little clearer. And so rest is really important. And this is a good time. If you're trying to strategize while you're tired, it's probably not the best thing. Rest first. And so I want to tell you also, rest is a strategy of God for us in this season against attacks from the enemy. So you might not have thought that rest is intact, because you were kind of like, I want to be, on my post. I want to be ready. I want to be da-da-da. And it's like, actually, a lot of times when we're not at rest, a lot of times when we are tired, physically in our bodies, physically in our minds, that's the time where the enemy comes through with attacks. Now, that's not the only time. But when he does, guess what? Sometimes we can feel the effects from that. Sometimes those attacks will land, as far as if it's messing with our minds, if it's messing with our bodies, if it's a physical attack, it's because we're not really fortified like we need to be. We say we're in a stance, we're ready, and we're ready for an attack. We're ready if something comes against us. We're ready. But really, the way that you are ready is like you are fortified. You are refreshed. You are ready to go. You're ready to receive also. And so a big part of rest is that we can receive from the Lord. And so it is a strategic weapon. It is a strategic stance against life happening, the things of life, things that are intentionally sent against us, but also things that just come against us by the sheer nature of life, where we're not lashing out at people. We're not irritable. I'm laughing because it's a real thing, I know that. We're not irritable. We're not, writing things off and like, nah, I can't do it. There's no way I can do it, because you're not creative. You're not thinking straight. And a lot of times you kind of don't want to deal with things. You don't want to deal with people. You don't want to deal with, sometimes just the stresses of life. You'd rather be like, okay, I just don't want to deal with it, where there may be something there for you. But because, again, we're tired, we're irritable, and we're just not willing. Sometimes we're just not willing. So that's a little bit that I want to share with you about rest, because it's really important. And for myself and for others around us, that's been a word that I've been hearing also. That rest does not mean that I'm sleeping all the time, that you're sleeping all the time. Rest does not mean that you are not doing anything. Rest just means that there are times and pockets of time, moments of time where you're not doing, where you're not trying to figure out, or where maybe you've hit a wall and you're like, I don't really know what I need to do next. Sometimes it's just rest so that we can hear, so that we can be led, so that we can hear from God, so that we're able to receive those things that come to us. Because sometimes those things that people bring to us are good. There are things that we need, but we can't see it. We can't see it because our minds are so clogged up with so much else. So Rest does a lot, and I want to read some practical things about rest, as well as we talked about some spiritual things and some mental things. So rest is important for the body in many ways. One, it repairs muscles. It relaxes. Rest allows muscles to recover and repair after exercise and helps them grow stronger. Rest also prevents injury. Rest days can prevent overtraining, injuries, and other things that can sideline your progress. So sometimes when you're feeling it, you need to sit back, you need to just rest a little bit so that you can come back stronger. It improves our mental health. Rest helps you think more clearly, as I was talking about, handle emotions, and have better reaction times. That reaction times you're like, I'm on my stance, I'm ready to go. Maybe not. Sometimes we get hit with stuff and we're like, where did that come from? Or why was I even thinking that? Or why did I react like that? Because it hit you at a time where you just needed to rest and be refreshed. Also, reducing stress. Rest helps you reduce stress and improve your mood. Now, people ask me a lot of times, and my family teases me all the time because I take naps. I love taking naps, okay? So, naps are refreshers and they are mood boosters. When I wake up from my nap, I'm a lot better than when I went to sleep. When I was going to sleep, I was probably cranky. I was probably irritable. I needed rest. And so when I wake up, my mood's improved. Let's see. It boosts our immune system. Rest helps your immune system respond more effectively and balances your hormones. It lowers your adrenal and cortisol levels in your body. And we know those cortisol levels, those high levels of cortisol in our bodies have been linked to cancer. And so we want to keep those cortisol levels low down. They're needed, but they're needed for certain moments, what they call the fight or flight. But certain moments where you need that rush of energy or just whatever, but you don't need it all the time. And so we need those levels to be low. It improves your sleep, as we talked about. It can improve your mood and productivity and overall health. Here are some more benefits. As you fall into a deep sleep, your muscles will see an increase in blood flow, which helps bring along, hey, what's up, Terry? What's up, the divine Miss T? We're just talking about rest today, real quick. So rest, it can help your muscles see an increase in blood flow, which brings along oxygen and nutrients that help recover and repair your muscles and regenerate cells. Adequate rest also activates your inner healing cascade, which returns your body to a state of homeostasis. This is when your body can repair and recover. This is what we're talking about today. Repair and recover. We need this rest, y'all. And one or two more. Let me see. Oh, and when you rest and relax, I don't think I talked about that. You're more creative. So time off helps you refill your reserves. The quiet moments help you inspire reflection and allows you to break through creative barriers. All my creatives out there, we need our rest. We can't just go, or sometimes when people are like, I need this right now, it just doesn't come like that, but it comes when we're in a rested state. It comes when we are refreshed. It comes when our minds are refreshed, when we got an open mindset about things and attitudes. A lot of times we are way more creative. Let's see. And your nervous system, let's see. Oh, okay, we talked about that already a little bit, but it's the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of the sympathetic nervous system, and that is the flight or fight response. I think I said it backwards before. And that flight or fight response, again, is needed for those flight or fight moments. It's not needed continually in our lives. And so when we have that overabundance and that increase of hormone levels, that our cortisol levels, that stuff is linked directly, do your research, to cancer. You can research it and see how it links and how it ties and how that overabundance and how it builds up in your body, and then it turns into this in your cellular levels and all that other stuff. You guys, this is how we stay healthy. It is not just about what we're eating. It's about keeping our mental health right. It's about keeping our heart health right, you know, and then it's about keeping our bodies right, and so rest is part of that. Rest is key. One other thing, because you know I got to give you a scripture. Hebrews 4 talks about the promise of rest. And you can read that in your quiet time. You can read that on your way to rest this evening. But I'm hoping that you're going to add a little bit of rest to your schedule today. Find something that's restful. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm going to be out in the garden. That's going to be restful. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I actually need an actual nap. And here are some signs of that. Here's some signs that your body needs more rest. 1, feeling tired or drowsy. Come on, you know, when your eyes are heavy, for no reason. Sometimes we're like, it's the middle of the afternoon and my eyes are heavy. Like, I don't know what it is. You're tired. I'm not saying you can take a rest at that time, because it might be Wednesday and you might be at work, but that means that you might need to go to bed earlier. That means that you need to, it's not just one night. Your body is saying, I need some downtime. I need some rest. So that week, why don't you lighten your schedule so that you can go to bed earlier? If it's a weekend, so that maybe you can take a couple of naps. Yes, Terry, I'm with you. I believe in naps. People try to like ridicule you and call you out and like it's a kid thing, you know, like you taking a nap. Yes, I take naps. People call me and they're like, what are you doing? Oh, I was calling you because I was sleeping. I was taking a nap, you know. I need my naps. I am creative. My attitude is so much better. I'm telling you, my people know, you know, my attitude is so much better. I'm ready to go. You know, I'm not like, oh, I don't feel like it. Oh, I'm cranky. That's not going to work. You know, you don't like talking to people like that. You know, the Debbie Downers of life. So sometimes the Debbies just need a nap. Let me see other things. Dark circles under your eyes. Skin breakouts. If you're having a lot of skin irritations and breakouts, maybe you need to think about that. It's not just like rest as in a nap, as in I need to go to sleep. Sometimes it's still linked to other things in your body. What are you saying? I have no problem not answering the phone to rest. I know that's right. Like I can call you when I get up for my nap. So we can talk then. And again, the conversation may be better. So but the skin breakouts and irritations, that's usually a sign anyway that our body, something's off in our bodies. Something is off. When we're seeing breakouts, and this is not something that we have all the time, we need to look at that. What am I doing? What are my stress levels like? What am I eating? How's my eating? Hey, Patience, Texas, what's up? Madeline, hey, welcome in, cuz. So when we're seeing those breakouts in our bodies, y'all, let's stop. I'm good for that. And I'll stop and I'll reflect. Okay, what did I eat? What was I doing? Oh, you know, the weather's changing. I was doing this. Or I have been, you know, I haven't been on my game with this. Or I've been, you know, just what have you been doing? That's the first thing we got to look at. What have we been doing in our lives or not doing that may be causing this, that may be affecting this, that may be leading to some of the things that we're seeing? And breakouts are one of them. Breakouts also can talk to you about autoimmune issues. And so that's a whole nother video. But breakouts. Also, achy muscles and vision changes. These are some signs that your body needs more rest. So I'm going to let y'all have it today. I'm going to let y'all rest. I'm going to be out here for a little bit with some resting, but I got some other things to do, and I am probably going to take a nap today. So for those of y'all who call me and I might not answer, I might be taking a nap. But I encourage you to do the same. Find ways of rest. Find ways to bring down your body, not just this weekend, not just today, in general, in this season, in this holiday season, for the end of the year, so that you can be refreshed for the new year. And just in general, let's make this a part of what we do. We rest. All right, you guys, have a good rest of your Saturday, and I'll talk to you again soon. Rest.